Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the weekly comic book roundup. And we'll get started with Avengers number 29. Where we left off, the Avengers had been, by circumstance, split up into two groups in space. One consisting of Blade, Black Widow, and Ghost Rider, and Boy Thing, with Blade feeling the effects of red sun poisoning, and Black Widow showing off the new gift that Tony Stark gave her, the War Widow armor. Meanwhile, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Hulk, and Thor, who has become a brood, had appropriated one of the old Starjammer ships, and we're heading deeper into Shi'ar space to find where the Starbrand was. While the Heralds of the Galaxy were going after both. So we start off in the Raven Star Maximum Security Prison Galaxy with War Widow fighting a couple of convicts, and yeah, she pretty much wipes the floor with them. But then the Silver Surfer shows up and basically explains that he's not going to let the Avengers find the Starbrand. And so, after a brief fight, Boy Thing makes an armor around Blade, Blade then stabs Silver Surfer through the chest. Surfer fights off both Blade and War Widow to a standstill, but however, planet overhead suddenly has a Starbrand on it, and so it gets pointed out to the two Avengers that, if you want to find the Starbrand, you just have to follow the pangs of its birthing. Meanwhile, a few light years away, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Captain America, and the brood-infected Thor are fighting off Terrax and Firelord. And it's not it's kind of an even fight, though, to be fair, it does get less even as it goes on. Firelord basically gets Captain Marvel to the point where her binary abilities kick on, and, well, let's just say he's probably going to regret that one. While Thor gives into his brood side and tries to eat Terrax. However, on the planet that in question, Gladiator is there dealing with the new bearer of the Starbrand, who is revealed to be a pregnant human woman. And Gladiator, who at this point is still the Magister of the Shi'ar Imperium, has sentenced said woman to death. That's where the issue ends. Moving on to Iron Man 2020, number 1. So, first off, a little bit of background. Back in the 80s, there was a writer-artist, Barry Windsor Smith, released Iron Man 2020, which focused on Arno Stark in the year, 2020. Of course, it's one of those things where occasionally it pops up, and then more recently, in 2013, Arno Stark was actually introduced into the Marvel Universe as Tony Stark's brother. It was later revealed that Howard and Maria Stark adopted Tony as Arno was sickly, and they weren't entirely sure Arno was going to survive childhood. So, however, after a recent battle with Ultron, Tony started to realize maybe he was more AI than human, and Arno and his girlfriend Sunset Bane used that to take over Stark Unlimited. Also, there's a robot revolution going on. So, vive la revolution! Or something. I'm just being funny here. Though, hey, I know, looks aren't everything. So, we open up. Arno Stark is having a dream about what he refers to as the extinction event entity. An AI that is on its way to Earth, and when it arrives, is going to utilize all the AIs of the world to, well, destroy it. And so Arno is trying to destroy all those AIs. And so he's also made, similar to how Tony Stark came back from various deaths, Arno's brought back his parents, Howard and Maria Stark, in the same manner. But he gets called away to a bunch of robots taking hostages or a bunch of AIs taking some hostages at a construction site. Most of the hostage takers appear to be life model decoys of former S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury. But Iron Man rescues the one living hostage and seemingly destroys the others. And we get a little, look at what's going on with everyone else. Janet Van Dyne we see Janet Van Dyne, insisting people refer to Tony as he, not it. War Machine's Force Works team is dealing with dreadnoughts. And it looks like Gauntlet, formerly the Initiative, is part of the team as well. And a robot clone of then possibly Tony Stark himself was seen coming out of drunkenly leaving a liquor store in New York. And Banetronics is busy rebranding all of Stark Unlimited's things and getting rid of staff where need be. However, another raid allows for one arrest and a whole lot of escapes from now no longer secret robot bar known as the Uncanny Valley. And the leader of something of the leader of the revolution is revealed to be none other than Machine Man, Aaron Stack, which is like 90% of why I'm actually reading this because, well, but the main reason he's leading this revolution is because he wants his girlfriend back, Jocasta, and so Arno and Sunset Bane destroy a robotics factory live on television, leading Machine Man to set a bomb at a hospital, basically saying, okay, feel free to evacuate the hospital except for the maternity ward. If you're going to destroy an entire generation of us, we get to do the same to you. And he actually he is something of a diversion. Or however, he uses the bomb as a diversion and escapes with the bomb disposal robot in tow. And he takes the robot to the 13th floor. A place that doesn't entirely exist. It's where all the robots are. Herbie, Awesome Android, Albert, and Mark 1. Who is, I am presuming, the Tony Stark AI from the basically what Tony Stark as he was before losing Stark Unlimited. That's where the issue ends. There are actually going to be a lot of tie-ins, including Machine Man, Force Works. First couple issues of Wolverine are going to be related. Rescue, there's at least a Rescue one-shot, maybe a miniseries. Yeah, it's good. It's not going to be a long-running thing, but if anything, it should be interesting. And next up we've got Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, #2. So where we left off, Cosmic Ghost Rider made himself a new friend. Cammy. Formerly traveling companion of Drax many, many years ago. Survivor of the Annihilation Wave. Survivor of a battle royale for young heroes and villains, and now living in space. Also, being known as the Cosmic King, went to Mephisto asking for the soul of Frank Castle. However, Mephisto explains to him that he doesn't have Frank's soul yet. So, Cosmic King goes back to his ship. Turns out, though, that maybe Cosmic Ghost Rider has been discovered elsewhere. So he goes. Him and Cammy destroy the spice fields of Wakanda. Turns out that Cammy is actually honest to God, innocent. And so Cosmic Ghost Rider is trying to help her stay that way. And when it's pointed out to her or to him, he decides, okay, fine, I'll just leave you chained up with the bike. Well, I do the killing. Which he does. A lot. Including at the No Finer Diner in the Delta Quadrant. And then, their next mission is to destroy the ships blockading the sector the Geminites live in, which includes the Irem wormhole. And this is the point when the Cosmic King finally arrives, and him and Cosmic Ghost Rider start duking it out. And Cammy ends up going into the wormhole. And that's where the issue ends. And that's it for this week, or for this portion of the roundup. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the search box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.